See the old sweeping the roads up. So I'd imagine this will be the It's amazing, like I said, what they does. The sea does wash up, but it is very, very choppy out there once again. And welcome back to a brand new video. So we're just going to start the video off just near the old Central Club, where there's a huge fire. I'll have a bit of a walk around, so come and join me on this one. And who remembers this one? So there's a horrible, horrible fire on the 21st of June around 2:40 p.m. where the old Central Club used to be. And you can see now, basically, it is just complete empty. So all those houses you see just behind where the old ground used to be, all those was evacuated for weeks and weeks. And the reason it was evacuated because the Central Club had a huge high wall, basically just backed on to the Ginnel. So they had to evacuate all those houses for health and safety, basically. So it was weeks and weeks, and they was put up in those sort of temporary accommodations. They couldn't go back, they had pets, all sorts of horrible experience for them. But luckily, they're all back in now. But you can just see, it's just piles and piles of the old Accrington brick. Jason has just kindly held one of the bricks up. Let's just whip in. You can just see where it says Accrington on there. And these are one of the hardest bricks you can actually get. And the whole of this site is just covered, Jason, isn't it? By by these bricks. You can just see, like I said, this is where so many memories was created. And now look, you see some of the old signs still remain where it says road closed. All this road was completely closed off, so no cars could come either way. And as Jason was sort of mentioning, you know, there's a pile of bricks right down the corner, and the demolition company was salvaging and selling a lot of the old bricks off, you know, the good ones. But you just see how many hundreds, thousands of bricks now lay dormant. And as I mentioned earlier on, this was the little alleyway, and you just see like old bits of furniture. And that's possibly some of the old pillars, maybe. You can see that on the, looks like they've put them on the pallet. Look at that, just being abandoned. Let's just move the camera over to the left-hand side. So like where we're walking is where basically the Central Club was. And like I said, there's not much room. You see the alleyway there. There's literally sort of about 8 feet from the back gardens. Absolutely incredible. All this, I don't think there's any plans for this because a lot of this area is all going to be redone, rejuvenated, so to speak. So I think what we're going to do now, we're going to walk over to where the old cinema used to be. Let's just hop over this bit here because there's a bit of news about the old cinema. But yeah, so that's the sort of wrapping this one up. That's the end of the Central Club. What a shame. Its fate sadly comes to this, but so many memories created over the many years. So we're just at the old Odeon, you can see, right? So I'm actually joined by Daily Vlogs. Throw him out of the way there. So we're joined by Daily Vlogs as well today.
Hi everyone.
And we're actually at the old cinema. You can see there, the old cinema, and this one could become a brand new bowling complex. So the Odeon Cinema closed down in June of 2023, and originally, a lot of people don't know, some people might, but originally it was actually the largest cinema was based at where Funny Girls is now, with the Funny Girls Theatre, and it was closed in 1998. So a lot of people, like I said, didn't know the dates. But like I said, all this could possibly become like a huge leisure centre, bowling leisure centre, crazy. Oh, there's so many ideas being thrown around what this could become. So as we just leave the old cinema, and it's actually Tenpin Ltd who has been named as the operator So like they're sort of famous for the old leisure centres. You can just see their leisure accommodation. Look at that. So let's hope. Like I said, the work is being commenced inside of this one. So let's hope something fantastic comes. And what a leisure centre it would be, with all the huge car park spaces around here. Like I said, we've got the old beauty spa, and then we've got sort of that McDonald's, we've got the drive-through, Starbucks, and also the Club 3000 bingo, all in this little place. So it's going to make our way more towards the central pier, because there is, remember the old bridge on Bonny Street leading to Bonny Street, and they took the bridge down, but yet the stairs still remained, and it looks like there's a bit of work being done with the old stairs. So, you know, they're taking the remainder of the stairs down. That's an interesting one, because, you know, that was possibly used as a, you know, a fire escape. But we're going to have a quick look just along there as well. So I just arrived near Funland, and we're going to have a bit of a look around the old Ginnell, because it looks like there's an awful lot of work being done with these stairs. So I'm not too sure exactly what is going on, if they're going to take these away. But, you know, I was led to believe that it is a fire escape for the amusements, but there's an awful lot of work carrying on. You see all the old pavement slabs being dug up. So like I said, this is an interesting one. We did see the old bridge come down, and it seems like many moons ago, a lifetime ago, when there's demolition, the actual police station itself. But all these have not too sure where they've actually come from, to be fair. But yeah, look at this. I mean, are they getting rid of these? That's the sort of question, really. But, or is it something to do with like the old water or gas, something like that? Possibly. That could be one of the options. It just seems like 2 minutes ago was in this very same spot we was filming, and again another horrible day weather-wise in Blackpool. So the high tide is due to come in pretty sharpish. You can just see this is like probably from last night's high tide, what it does wash up. Absolutely incredible. You imagine if you're a bit of a treasure hunter, you can probably find all sorts of things. What's this? Discarded. What this is here? Well, the hell's that? It's part of a music centre, maybe. Maybe the old seaweed. It's like 3x2s, tennis balls, everything. So it's amazing. Like I said, what they does, the sea does wash up, but it is very, very choppy out there once again. So let's have a bit of a walk past Papa's Fish and Chip Shop, heading towards the north side, the north pier. It's a really awful day. You see all the water on the ground, the rain's still coming down. Absolutely awful. So he's coming up to Robert's Oyster Bar, and that's a very, very famous one within Blackpool. Many people go there regularly when they are down on holiday. Even the locals pop in there. That's amazing. There's a little building just to the right hand side. Used to be like a little confectionery shop back in its day, and sadly they had to rip all of it down, and not too sure exactly what is going on with it. We'll have a quick peek. We do like to keep abreast of all the goings on in Blackpool, but you can see nothing really is gone. I've got the old scaffolding up, the old sandbag there, and you just see some of the old tiles, what once was in here. Look at that, you can still see they're sinking there. I wonder how many plates and things that's been washed up over the years. How incredible. This must have been like a little kitchen area, possibly. Look at that. So we'll keep you up to date with, like I said, this little tiny project, and let's hope something amazing comes in this one and they rebuild this one. So I think what we're going to finish the video off on Queen Street, and this is where the awful fire happened, as many people know. Myself and Daily Vlog Adventure did this from day one, documenting the demolition, they even include in the fire itself. How sad, how very sad the times are when things like this do happen. So it looks like there's a bit of a cleanup going on today. And this is the land where the Carlton House Hotel was, Continental and the Allendale once stood. And you can see the old cleanup is going ahead. So they've got the Type 2 possibly, just to cover this over, and there's not a trace really of these hotels anymore. So all that remains is the Japanese knotweed. Now the council are taking control of that, so I imagine over the next few days that will be sorted out by them. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you'd enjoy a bit of a move around all over Blackpool, to be fair. And just on the wall you can see one mirror lays hanging. I wonder how long that's going to lay there for. So until next time, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. You'll be notified of all the upcoming videos. From a rainy and miserable Blackpool, take care everybody. Bye bye.